Hello. So yesterday, the player design content dev blog came out describing the 5 new skills that the old school team have picked for old school RuneScape. So I've gone through all of them, and so now I've decided, after thinking about all the skills, I've decided which one I'm going to vote for. So let's have a look at the voting. So it just says which of these skills are your favorite. So there's 5 options: artisan, astronomy, forestry, geomancy, and herding. So just to give you a brief overview of each one of them, artisan is basically a task system similar to, I guess, Slayer, and it's just for non-combat skills. So you get told to maybe craft some runes or fletch some bows or something like that. Once you do that, you can get artisan XP. Astronomy is basically hunting for stars and putting the stars, and then you can either smash the star to get rewards, things like ore and maybe bits of armor, or you can give them in for more XP. Forestry is like a player-owned forest, which you have to make sure the health is at its best and its condition is good. There'll be obstacles, things like trees falling down, and you've got to get friends that have, say if it needs 80 woodcutting to cut down, you have to get a friend that's got 80 woodcutting to cut it down. In a way, I think it's similar to dungeoneering, but in a forest, and everyone's got their own forest. The next one is geomancy. Geomancy is basically a bit like archaeology, where you're searching for fossils and ancient artifacts. When you find them, you can enchant them by going to these imbuing stations. I think they call them stone pedestals, where you've got to put the object in the middle, and you put the stones around the outside, and there's certain different types of stones you collect from the skill. Once you've done that, you can use these objects all sorts of manners. They had a massive list of what the objects could be. And finally, herding. Herding is basically kind of like farming, but with animals. So the way this works is you have to find animals. You've got to capture them, and then you put them into your pen. And then you've got to look after them. And looking after them will take a bit of time, like farming does. And once you've looked after them, you can kill them all and collect the XP in herding, and you get things like, from cows, you get cowhide. So if you want to check out the full descriptions of them, check out the dev blog, check out my other video. I'll put a link here to where the introduction video to these skills are. Anyway, so which one of these skills is my favourite? Personally, I like the idea of geomancy. I think it's got a good way of fitting into old school, because we've got a lot of archaeology in the actual game. It's just a lot of avoided content. You've got to be doing dig site quests to have a look at it. Anyway, let's have a look at the votes. So which of these skills are your favourite? So we've got 46% have voted for artisan, 13% have voted for astronomy, 15% have voted forestry, 16% have voted geomancy, 10% have voted herding. Now, there's only 6,742 votes at the moment. This is like day 2. And also, I saw on the forums someone said that artisan is more likely to be voted because people don't want to read all the skill bits for each of the skills, which I completely understand. I think Jagex do need to think about that, because artisan, it's easy to just read that one, go to astronomy, and there's a lot more to read with astronomy. And when you get to geomancy, there's so much to read. I mean, I'm assuming that most of these people that have voted, like the reason that herding doesn't have many votes, because that was a very well designed skill, is the fact that you have to get past geomancy to be able to read about herding. But then again, I think some people do enjoy task systems in games. I know RuneScape 3 has a task system. It's been in there since probably 2011, 2012. People really enjoyed doing daily tasks. The artisan skill isn't particularly daily tasks, but anyway, hopefully more people will be able to vote in. More people that will vote will actually vote for something they enjoy, as opposed to just voting for the first one they see, or the one they like the name of, um, or maybe not even like the name of. They're just voting just because. Because I know a lot of people say they don't want a new skill, so they're just voting to get it over with, and then they can vote no later on. Anyway, personally, I think I'm going to vote no on the new skill. Maybe if they suggest something like geomancy or astronomy, maybe even herding in a year or so, I might vote yes. But at the moment in time, I'm going to have to be voting no, and I urge you all to vote no. I mean, if you really do want the skill, vote yes. But I think it'll be. I don't think it'll be very good in RuneScape as of yet. Anyway, so vote on this. Check out all the skills. Make sure you're voting for the right one you want. Go on the forums, discuss it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.